Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. It's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com, and I'm so happy you're here. So sorry about the late start tonight. I'm still feeling under the weather. I feel like the day just went by really fast, and I just needed a little bit more time to get ready for you because there is so much going on. There's so much going on from Stampin' Up this month. And as if there wasn't enough, they added even more today. An announcement just a couple hours ago about a sale on kits that's happening next week. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. And I have some fun cards to share with you tonight. I was on my trip last week and I just got back over the weekend and I came home starting to feel a little bit sick. And so catching up while not feeling great, it's just not, not going as planned. It's not going as planned, you guys. I was going to do something with this gingerbread man and I just didn't have time to play, but we're gonna take a look at him, I promise, next time or in an upcoming video for sure. So welcome everybody. Say hi when you're jumping on and watching. Yay, live. So glad to see you here. And Kimberly and Nancy and Bafna, am I saying that right? Sherry and Heather and Robin. I sound so much better. I forgot to take more decongestant. Oh, am I going to be able to get through the video? Let's hope, fingers crossed. I have moments when I am feeling better, but I also didn't sleep well last night. And so, I'm just tired. I'm tired today. So I'm here and I'm glad you guys are here because it's been a while. I was looking and it was like, it's been 3 weeks, I think, since I did a live video since I was gone. And so I'm so glad that you're here. Jean, hello. I was just in New Brunswick, in St. John. That's in New Brunswick, right? Am I getting that right? On our cruise, and it was beautiful, so beautiful up there. I enjoyed our time in St. John and in Halifax, in Nova Scotia. Just absolutely gorgeous up there. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Okay, so let's have a quick chat about everything that's going on, and then we're going to make 2 cards today based on these new layouts that Stampin' Up has released. They're doing this every month. They're doing a little downloadable class handout, and they put it in our demonstrator newsletter called Succeed Weekly. And so there's a new one on the last Wednesday of every month, and I've shared some of them before, and the last few months have had sketches or layouts in them, and I just love that, you know I do. And so I've got like a little archive page of the class handouts that I shared with my team, and I guess I could just share it with everybody because the files I've shared in other places, but it's fantastic. And I love just the fresh take on the layouts. So because today's been so just crazy and busy, I decided I'm just going to follow the layouts and just do something easy using some new last chance product. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Like I said, so I don't even know where to start because there's so many things. So as you guys probably know, Stampin' Up is updating the last chance list every other month. So like, the plan is that there's new product being released every other month, and on the other month there is last chance products. And so if you're not familiar with last chance, it's sort of like their process of discontinuing products. And so every other month they add items to the list, and the things just stay there until they sell out. And so if they are on the list long enough and, you know, for the next round, then they'll be like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and mark it down more. So there's new items added and new discounts, and almost every single item on the list is discounted with the exception of the 2 designer papers and sticker sheets. And I think it was just an oversight because they were in a category of bundles and suites, and none of the other bundles and suites get discounted, but the designer paper by itself is discounted. So I don't really understand why the sticker sheet combo isn't. I would think that they would want to get rid of the sticker sheets, but anyway, everything else is discounted up to 60% off. And so if you have some things that you've been like thinking about or on the fence about, last chance, get them while they last. And then when they sell out, they're gone forever and that's it. So new last chance list update. I was working on the list the last couple days. I don't know what today is. Yeah, I think it came out on no, it came out yesterday. What is today? Oh, today is October 2nd. It came out yesterday. So I was working on it yesterday, trying to like take out all of the French items, take out all the bundles, take out all of the sweets, because like those things don't matter. It is definitely cheaper with most of these products to go ahead and just get the items individually with the discounts. So I just took them off so that it didn't clutter the list. So this part above the gray line is the new items that were added, and the rest of it is items that were already on the list, some of which have now a bigger discount. So if you were eyeing something before and you kind of, like on the fence on it, like it could be 60% off now. Like, oh, it's kind of amazing. Like the Everyday You and Me stamp set and dies. I love those. I don't think I have my sample anymore. I got rid of it, but there's just some really, really good ones. So make sure to check out the last chance list. We are going to make some cards with one of my favorite new items on the last chance list. It's the Wildflower Birthday Designer Paper. And you know what? We're gonna pause our paper shuffle and let's just take a look at some cards made with some of these last chance products, just to give you kind of an idea of some things to look for on the list. So by the way, this list is it linked up in the video description? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm going to add it to the chat really quick so you guys can mark it, because I don't think that Stampin' Up publishes a list. Like they share a list for demonstrators and it's an Excel list. And like I said, I kind of have to do all of the finagling and, just cleaning it up is what I call it. Here's the last chance list. Okay. I've got it in the chat for you. Okay. So Party Piggy, he's so cute. I don't know why I got him. Because I don't need a pig in my life, but he is so adorable. And this pig has a shaker belly. And so one of the dies in this set has the little circle that coordinates then with the shaker domes. And I had this idea that it would be really fun to use these to create an ornament. So here's the shaker domes, and you would punch or cut the circle out of it, and decorate it. And then you could put them together like this and have like a little shaker ornament. I thought that'd be cute. So I might try to put one together with the tree shaker domes, for Sunday stamping this weekend. So be sure to tune in for that. Mom and I are doing that, trimming the tree bundle that has shaker domes too. Stay tuned and I will show you how to either do it with the circles or do it with the trees and do it an ornament, smashing those together. But those are on the last chance list, so go ahead and grab them. And then you can make some ornaments yourself at home or make little piggy shakers or, use the dome. I mean, obviously you could use it for more than just the piggy belly, but it's pretty cute, right? Okay. Oh, I love this card from Sue. She's the Happy Hibiscus embossing folder. This is one of those hybrid embossing folders and dies where the die fits in the embossing folder. She used the Thoughtful Journey designer paper and then embossed it and then put some white ink over it, and it kind of highlights those flowers. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. Bubble Bath, Lost Lagoon with the stamp set. So the stamp set, the dies, the embossing folder are all on the last chance list. So if you love the card, love the look, make sure to look for it on the last chance list. Now, I thought this was interesting, and I have to double check and see if the paper is on there. I don't think it is. Yeah. Okay, so there are a few items where the dies are on the list, but the stamp set isn't, and the designer paper isn't. And this is one of those. The designer paper is called Floral Impressions. The dies are called Impressions Abloom. And the stamp set is not retiring. yet, but the dies are. So the dies have some detailed dies that die cut leaves and flowers, and also this really great big oval. There's two of them. One has a frame and one's just the oval. And so I know everyone's like, what's going on? Why are they doing just the dies and not the stamp set? And so a lot of the last chance timing has to do with like their inventory levels. And so I think that the dies are becoming, you know, lower inventory. They're still available right now, but I think that's why we see them on the last chance list. The stamp set's still available, or will continue to be available. The designer paper will continue to be available. But if you want to get the coordinating dies for the Impressions of Bloom, then you're going to want to get them now. Now the dies are 10% off, but it's going to be a better deal to get the stamp set and the dies 10% off with the bundle. So if you like this one, get the bundle now before the dies run out, and the designer paper is going to continue to be available. I just love this paper. It's so gorgeous. Now this one came out in May, so it does feel like, oh gosh, it's kind of soon. But there are so many new things coming out that Stampin' Up! Just has to kind of let things run out and move on to other things. So that's the deal with this one. If you like the dies, if you want that big oval, make sure to get the bundle right now while the dies are still in stock, because you'll be sad if you wait, I think. Oh, Sherry, it is such a gorgeous, I gotta open this one. This one's from Sandy Carlson, and it has like a little accordion fold like that with a little pocket. Isn't that cute? I love that. So, so many beautiful things that you can create with this. But if you want to get the dies, just make sure to get them now. Get the bundle, but just make sure to get them right now while they're still. Yeah, I know Katie said she gets confused about some of those things. Like it just doesn't make sense to us because we can't see what they see in the warehouse. But essentially they just see that things are running low, and when they don't plan to reorder and get more of them, and they see that they're running low, that's when it's moving to the last chance list. And so there's just probably plenty of designer paper, plenty of stamp sets, and they just see that the dies are going to run out soon. And since they don't plan to get more, that's why we see them move to the last chance list. But it would be silly to like move everything to the last chance list, the paper and the stamps, because they have plenty of those. So of course they want to make them available as long as they can. So yeah, I think that's what's going on. Now, I don't know because I don't work there and I don't make the decisions. That's just my guess. Okay, so another one that came out in January that I love is the Storybook Moments designer paper. Now, this one comes with the laser cut pieces, and so that's what I've used here. This card from Sherry Roper. Also, she used some of the laser cut pieces and this designer paper. This is so like Peter Rabbit, just so cute, and really, really fun in the colors. And this is one where like there's some wild wheat in the paper, and it was like, why is it still maybe even some copper clay, why is it still available if the colors have retired? And I think it's just because they had enough stock of it to continue to make it available through October. And actually I kind of love that. I love that they're gonna hang on to things as long as they have them and keep them, in the product offering until they run out, instead of just ending it arbitrarily in April when the catalog ends. So Storybook Moments, if you've been eyeing this one, this paper's on the last chance list, and there is a discount on it if you get just the paper, not the paper and the stickers. Then it is 30% off. And these are not stickers. This is part of the paper pack, but there is a sticker sheet that's like scrapbooking focused. I know, I love these paper packs too, Catherine, that have the images in it. One of my favorites we're gonna save and do some projects with, the Wildflower Birthday. It is so gorgeous. And if you don't have it yet, you should get it now because it's on its way out. Okay, another one. This was in the March online exclusives, the Lovely Garden. And this designer paper is also, the designer paper is on the last chance list. The stencils are on the last chance list, and probably the stamp set too. Maybe not the stamp set. This might be another one of those that, it looks like the decorative masks and the dies, but I think the stamp set is not yet. And you could use the stamp set without the dies and the masks. They're better with the dies and the masks, but if you still want to use the stamp set, you can. Anyway, so this one was done with just the masks, and that is what's on sale, the masks and the paper. Moving to the last chance list. Okay. Next up, oh, I loved this one. This is the, what are the butterflies called? Beautiful Butterflies. This is another one that's the hybrid embossing folder. And you know what? I thought the stamp set was on the list, but maybe it's just the hybrid embossing folder. I tried to make my list be alphabetized, and so I don't see the stamp set. So this one might just be the hybrid embossing folder, which is like the hydrangea, not the hydrangeas, the hibiscus, where you can put the die in and die cut the big flower. Or you can just use the dies or just use the embossing folder. This is a shaker front card with a clear envelope and a window sheet inside. And then these shaker elements, I think, are also on the last chance list. I love this. This bouquet paper that I used on the background is in the annual catalog, so it's still available. And then this one of the dies here opens up the card where like it die cuts it so it folds at the top. So it's kind of fun. I love this combination of the lemon lolly and petal pink and calypso coral. Really pretty. Yeah, you're right, Catherine. There have been a few where the stamp sets sell out and the dies are still there. I think ideally it's the other way around, right? Ideally we have the stamp set longer than the dies, because sometimes the dies aren't really good without the stamp set. They try to guess, they try to do their best to to have an equal number, but some people buy just the stamp set, some people buy just the dies, which I know seems crazy, because you're probably thinking you probably always get the bundle, but I've gotten just the dies before without the stamp set, and I've gotten the stamp set before without the dies, so it just depends. Another one that's on the last chance list, and I think this was on the last chance list before, but I really liked the card and I wanted to share it again. This is the On The Go designer paper. And it has some fun puffy stickers that coordinate with that suite. And so these are on the last chance list if you want to snatch them up, if you love the look of that. I think this is going to be so cute for like a travel scrapbook or travel journal. So that's kind of a fun one. It's called On The Go if you love the look of that. Now I want to just make a quick mention that I did not include the French items on the last chance list that I published, because most of the people that shop with me are only buying English stamp sets, and so it just felt overwhelming to include like double and have all the French on there. But a lot of times the French stamp sets and products have a bigger discount, and so definitely sometimes just browse the store and make sure that you include the French products, especially, and I'm thinking of in particular, the Alpine Air kit. Now, the stamp set in there is just greetings. And so if you get the French kit, obviously you won't be able to use the French greetings if you aren't sending to French speakers. However, you could easily substitute other stamps to go in that kit. And so if you look at the French version of the kit, you can get the kit for like $8 or something like that. So, and the same goes for stamp sets that have like a lot of images and some sentiments. You might still like to get the images at, a bigger discount in the French stamp set. So in the online store, you can select and look at like languages, and you can select to look at just English stamp sets, which I think is the default in the US, or you can check to include French. We also have a few Spanish stamp sets, and there is one on the last chance list. So make sure if you speak other languages, or even if you just want to browse the discounts on the languages, the stamp sets in other languages. I know sometimes too we've had like the truck stamp set. The English version sold out, but the French one was still available. And so there were a lot of great images in there that you don't necessarily need the words for. And so just a little tip when you're looking at the online store, you can adjust your languages and look and look at other things. Okay, here's one. This one's the mixed media floral, and the designer paper. This is another one where the designer paper and the dies are on the last chance list, and I think the stamp set continues to be available. This was one of my card kits that I did earlier this year, I think it was. Yeah, it must have been. And I just love this paper. This is the painted texture embossing folder, which I think actually is also on the last chance list. And this gorgeous designer paper is just so bold and bright and graphic. The colors here, garden green with calypso coral and the petal pink. And then here we have boho blue. It was still a current color with calypso color and basic black. And I think pairing this designer paper with the black just makes the colors pop even more. This was a little fun fold that was part of the kit, and so it has like a little diamond Z fold. Really pretty. So if you love the mixed media floral designer paper, definitely snatch up an extra package of that from the last chance list. Okay, here's another designer paper, and I think that the bundle is still available. This one is called Botanical Textures, and it's a 12 by 12 paper. It first came out in March. It's all black and white and grays. And so this is another one of the kits that I did. So these dies are continued to being available. This is the Textured Notes, I think it was called. So that's still available, the dies and the stamp set, but just the designer paper, that black and white designer paper is on the last chance list. So if you love the look of that one, which I do, oh gosh, someone, I think it was Melissa, who posted in the Julie Stamping Spot Share and Connect group with photos of the sky that she was seeing in her area, and it looked so much like the Everyday Skies designer paper. This is one, it's a 6x6 paper, and it first came out back in January, and so this 6x6 Everyday Skies designer paper is on the last chance list. I'm pretty sure Everyday Arches is this one's going to be around a while. It's super popular, and so Stampin' Up just keeps ordering every time that it runs out. But if you like the sky designer paper, then you'll want to make sure to grab a package of that. And let's see, Everyday Skies. Yeah, 30% off on that. So many great discounts. I love that, like, literally almost every single thing is on sale. Okay, so this is just a highlight. This is not like everything that's on the last chance list, but I just wanted to kind of point out some of my favorite card samples and some of my favorite things from the last chance list. I've got one more I'm going to show you here. I think actually I'm going to wait just a little bit. So I will show you these cards because we are going to make some more cards with the Wildflower Birthday Designer Paper. I'm pretty sure that the stamps and dies that go with this suite are also on the last chance list, but the paper is amazing. And so we are going to take a look at that paper more in depth. We're going to make some more cards, and I'll show you. Oh, these are all fun folds, and they're so fun. So I'm going to just put them aside, and we're going to talk about some more things that are happening with Stampin' Up. So right now in October, we've got the last chance list. They just announced that next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are going to have a sale. I love sales, up to 30% off kit collection. And so if you love those kits as much as I do, then you're definitely going to want to check this out. I know Katie just said that she is so far behind on kits again. I know I definitely acquire them faster than I do them. I need to be better about that, but we've got some really amazing kits. And I'm not going to go through the whole I'm not going to go through the whole lot of them. But there are some really gorgeous kits, like kits for every occasion, and so many different styles. Like I love the beautiful blues. Oh, this one was such a pretty one too. And there's some new kits. And so I'm not sure which ones are going to be on sale. Like it probably has to do a lot with like inventory and that kind of thing. There's also some Christmas kits. And so you'll have to take a look on Tuesday, no, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to see. So 30% off select kits, October 6th through the 8th. And there are 3 new kits that are coming out this month that are available right now. Now, I don't know whether or not these kits will be on sale, the new ones. In the past, sometimes they have, like we had the in color sale, and there were some kits that were brand new, just released, that were included in the sale. So it's possible that these new kits will be included. So the new kits collections, 3 of them that just came out yesterday, October 1st. One of them is a Christmas memory keeping kit, and so it's like a little book, like a little journal, with some pieces in it. And then we've got the Nutcracker tag kit, and that one looks super cute. This one you can see in the September catalog, and so you might recognize the images from that. And then the one I got was this this cute little Christmas one. It's kind of like a lot of white, like white on white with different elements, like some pink and some Lost Lagoon, and little pieces. So I've ordered this one. It's coming. I can't wait to see it in person because, as always, like everything looks better in person. So new kits that came out, and watch for the kit sale that's going to be next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, so we talked about Last Chance. There's just so many things. It's probably still in the printer. Okay. Stampin' Up has some brand new kinds of product that they've never done before. And one of them is the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. You know what? I'm going to go grab my calendar so that you can kind of see it in person. It's just on the table, so hang on just a second. Okay, I was looking on the printer to see if I could find the other thing, and I don't have it. So 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar comes in this really pretty box, and it has, and you're gonna see, I did open up all my boxes. I couldn't wait. I was asking on Facebook, like, should I open them all? Should I wait? Should I open them one day at a time? I just opened them and peeked because I'm impatient. But there's so many little fun surprises in here. And so it includes things like some dies and embellishments and twine and designer paper and little ephemera and things. And so it's so fun. Now, there are 12 different windows to open, 12 different gifts, and I can tell you that they're not Christmas related. So they're definitely for all occasions crafting. And in addition to the 12 days, there's also a stamp set called 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar, which is just a weird name for the stamp set, but okay. And it has some different sentiments like miss you, healing hugs, thinking of you, proud of you, big thanks, birthday wishes for someone extra special, love you, and then some sort of like brushstroke images. So we've got flowers, butterflies, the cupcake, heart, all kinds of things. And so this is meant to kind of coordinate with the vibe of the elements inside. And so Stampin' Up has some really great unboxing videos where they open, there's like a new video every day. Does this sound familiar? Huh, I wonder where they got this idea from. They have unboxing videos every day. It's just a few minutes where they unbox the item and then they showcase projects using the item. And so I'm going to do a Facebook group where I share those videos and kind of like schedule them to post every day so that we can all follow along and then share some of the things that we're making. And I'm going to have the group be open. So whether you bought it from me or not, you'll still be able to access the group, and we can do this together. The only thing I just can't decide, and you guys are going to have to help me here in the chat. First of all, did anybody else order this? And second of all, when should we start opening it? Should we start opening it in November? Should we wait until December? Should we wait until December 25th? Like, should we wait until Christmas? I was gonna say, I don't know if I can wait until Christmas, but you guys saw I didn't wait until Christmas. Yeah, Sherry said she saw a video. I know that there's videos that show you everything inside, and you can look at the videos that Stampin' Up did, and you can watch the unboxing videos right now without opening them, and you can see the unboxing and the projects. But I just thought it would be fun to kind of, do it every day. Okay, so the question is, when do we start? Because it's like October 2nd right now. It's like 2.5 months until Christmas. Like, I don't know if I want to wait that long. And also, as a side note, many of you participate in my 12 days of Christmas gift box. And I want to let you know that I still plan to do that. And so if you like the experience that I do in the gift box and the thing, I'm still planning to do that. I'll have information in the middle of next month, maybe early next month, but we'll still be on our regular schedule to start that December 1st. Okay, one last thing. If you do buy the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar from me, I will send you 2 little envelopes that you can use to hold your dies and your ephemera. So to kind of keep all your stuff together, I will send this as a little gift if you purchase the Advent Calendar from me. Now, I know some of you have already purchased it. I'm just getting back. So it'll take me a little while to go through the orders, but I will send you I'll send you some little envelopes so that you can kind of keep track. That's just a bonus gift from me if you order from me, but I'll make that Facebook group open for everybody. So if you didn't order from me, if you're a demonstrator yourself or you ordered from your demonstrator, that's okay. We'll just have fun and share and craft together with this awesome calendar. So this is something new from Stampin' Up, and I think we'll probably see things like this again in the future, which is kind of exciting. But it's just something new and something different. So there's so much happening. Okay. So that's the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. This is available in the online store, juliedavison.com/shop. So you can add it to your regular order. You can earn Stampin' Rewards on it. You can use Stampin' Rewards to purchase it, or get a discount on it. So that's really exciting. So Jill's asking, is your 12 Days of Christmas related? And the answer is no. So it's just like this one, where like all the products are meant for all occasion crafting. So it will not include any Christmas products inside of it. And just also asking, can you post the link for the pockets if you want to get some? You know what? I'll try to remember to add the link to the video description. I got them on Amazon, and I got them for something else that I'm not going to tell you about yet. But when I sneaked a peek at all my stuff, I was like, oh, those little envelopes would be so perfect for that. So yeah, I'll try to remember to put the link in the video description. Okay. Leanne's already opening one day at a time. That's awesome. I might have to, I just don't know when to start the links in the group. Cause I guess if you don't want to see them, then you don't have to, you don't have to look yet, but maybe I'll have that start like late October or November 1st or something like that, to give people time to get their box. And then like, if you already open them, that's fine. Like, it'll still just be like we'll just kind of slow roll the, the opening and the sharing of projects. And so I'll just ask that you not share any sneak peeks until the unboxing video is posted, kind of thing. So that's on my list. My list of all the things to do is to set up that Facebook group. So stay tuned for that. Like, the Stampin' Up announced this like literally the day before I left on my trip. And I was just like, I don't have time to deal with this. I don't know. I don't have time to make a plan. So yeah, okay. Yes, yes, yes. I have so much fun with the 12 days of Christmas. And so this is very similar. The thing that's really cool about this is that all the products in the 12 days of crafting advent calendar from Stampin' Up, they are all exclusive products that you can't get anywhere else. And I don't have the ability to do that. So I think it's really cool that like you can get these limited edition things that just aren't available anywhere else. I only draw from like current product. And so I'm limited, right? I can't just like invent product. um, yeah, no, I will definitely, Nancy's saying, don't do the crafting advent calendar during the same time that I do my own. So that's what I'm thinking, that maybe I'll do the crafting calendar. We'll start maybe November 1st. And then I'll have signups going for my 12 days of Christmas. Those videos will start December 1st. So we'll have like a good 3 weeks in between those. I'm trying to catch up on your comments. Yeah, I know. If we do wait until Christmas, obviously then the Epiphany, which is the 12th day, right, of Christmas. So yeah, I think if we start opening in November, I have my big event. Let's talk about that next. Okay, so here's the thing I forgot to print. One of the new things that Stampin' Up! Is doing is an online craft class. They've not ever done this before, so I don't know exactly what it's gonna look like, but it's essentially like a virtual class, like what I do, but Stampin' Up! Is hosting it. And so if you are interested in participating, it's $30 here in the United States, and it is a product in the online store, which means you can earn rewards and use rewards to purchase it. Now here's the funny thing. They also announced this like the day before I left on my vacation. Their first online craft class features the Traditions of Christmas suite, which is exactly the same suite that I'm featuring in my online class. That's part of my Sweet Escape virtual retreat. Oh, Stampin' Up. I just feel like they're taking everything out of my playbook. But I love it. And what I think is so fantastic is that you can participate in both and use the same product to just create a bunch of stuff. And I think that's really awesome. So their event includes 3 cards and 1 home decor project. My event includes 3 cards and 1 home decor project, plus also an ornament. And so you get a 4th project. Stampin' Up's event is virtual only. So you have to buy the product yourself. You have to cut your own cardstock. I have different options for my virtual retreat. You can get just access to the virtual event and the PDF, just like Stampin' Up is doing, or you can get the project kit, which is going to include pre-cut cardstock, the frame, things like that. If you want the gift box, that's going to include a full package of the Traditions of Christmas designer paper, the ephemera pack with the greetings that are gold, gorgeous and beautiful. It's going to include also the sequins, which are currently out of stock, but due back next week. So if you want to have everything you need to do the projects, you're going to want to get the gift box option because it's going to have the designer paper and the ephemera pack, which you will need for the projects. So I highly recommend just getting the gift box because it'll have everything that you need to make the projects. You'll have access to the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, the videos will be available for you afterwards. But the amazing thing about my virtual retreat is that it's not just this card class. It is also going to include 5 demonstrations from guest stampers who are going to spotlight different suites, including a brand new suite that's coming out in November. And so I'm really so excited to share those demonstrations with you. Okay, a few notes. If you are a team member of mine, you will have free access to this event, to the group, to the videos, to the PDF, and also I will send you the back pocket card layouts. There is 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 for each card. Also, I didn't mention that 2 of the cards, these 2, are fun fold cards, and so that's kind of fun. And then the project kit includes this custom envelope, make time to be creative. The gift box will include a special custom gift. You know, I always take care of you and come up with some fun things. So it's just going to be a really fun day. This is going to be virtual on Saturday, November 1st, 2025. If you're not able to watch the videos live stream, you'll be able to watch the replay, access the Facebook group, all that good stuff. Okay. Nancy says, I need to sweep the house for bugs. I think so, right? And I totally think that someone from Stampin' Up is stalking me. What a compliment, right? Well, seriously, they had their craft online class planned, of course, and all their stuff ready to go before I even announced mine. So it is just a fun coincidence that that all of these things are happening. Okay, let's see. Looking at your comments again. And Heather says she wants it all. So there is actually an option to add on the Christmas greenery bundle, and I'll give you 25% off if you're going to get the whole gift box and everything. So there are lots of options. You can participate at different levels. So if you already have like all the product yourself, then you can tune in and join us and like cut your own stuff and still make everything. So if you want more information about this, tinyurl.com/traditions of Christmas retreat. The link is also in the video description. Many of you have already signed up. Thank you so much. And I said that I was going to start sending invoices yesterday on October 1st, and I haven't, and I'm sorry. You're still on the list. I promise I didn't forget about you. I just have not had the energy to send the invoices. So hopefully tomorrow I will get the invoices sent out. And so if you don't see one, I would say if you don't see an invoice by the end of the weekend, then just check in with me to make sure that you're on the list and registered. And I have to figure out when to cut off registration because I've got to get these kits in the mail or the packages in the mail. I think I said by October or around October 22nd. So like 3 weeks from now, I'll be getting the kits in the mail, and you should get them in plenty of time before the event on Saturday, November 1st. And just a note, I will probably be sending the packages via UPS because that seems to be a little bit more reliable. And so if UPS is a problem for you, please let me know and I'll make sure to send it through the post service instead. Okay, there's more. There's more. You guys, there's more. Stampin' Up is having a ridiculous special on the Stampin' Up starter kit this month. There's actually 2 offers, which I think is just so confusing. So I'm just showing you the one I think is better. I'll tell you about the other one, and you can choose. If you're not a demonstrator yet, give me a thumbs up, like flag me down, wave me in the chat here. Like I always wonder what percentage that are watching, what percentage of you are demonstrators already, and who's not yet a demonstrator. So just give me a quick like yes, no, in the chat. So if you would like to join my team, my Stampin' Up family as a demonstrator, this deal is so incredible. You can choose $125 of product of your choice, whatever you want, and you will only pay $35 plus tax. Like that's it. Shipping is free on the starter kit. The starter kit includes a free paper pumpkin in the United States. It includes some catalogs and things that you can share with your stamping friends. It includes the $125 in product that you get to choose, and it includes getting a 20% discount on all of your favorite Stampin' Up stuff for the next 6 months or longer if you stay active and meet the quarterly minimums. I got an email the other day with some questions. You do not have to place another order if you don't want to, but I mean, if you're getting a discount, like why wouldn't you? We have so much fun on my team. So many of my team members are watching right now, and one of my favorite things every month is our team Zoom, and we do this every single month. We alternate between Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we just get together and we just chat and stamp and visit, and then we make a card. We do like a mystery stamping project. It's kind of funny because I think I have like 135 people on my team, like all together, but those Zooms we only have like, I don't know, 10 or 12, like at the most. which is crazy to me that we don't have more people participate, but I love that it's just so intimate. And like Heather and Sherry, who I know are watching right now, they're on my team. Try to see who else is watching tonight live. It's just so much fun. I feel like I know everybody, and most people I've not met in person, and so we have a lot of fun. And then you also get lots of perks when you're on my team. So you get to access to all of my class tutorials for free, like the retreat I'm doing upcoming, all of my back pocket card layouts. You can get all of those automatically. You also can get my monthly kits at a discount if you want to, and my team members will get a discount if they choose the gift box for the retreat as well. So there's discounts, back pocket card layouts, free access to PDFs, like just lots of stuff, and we just have so much fun. We also have a great Facebook group community where we share, and I have challenges every month. It's a lot of fun. If you have any questions, I'm so happy to answer them for you. I also have a link in the video description to more information. I have like an FAQ page. Katie said I sold her at the monthly kits. I know. I started doing the monthly kits at the $5 rate because we used to do in-person team meetings here in my area. And so I felt bad that I had so many team members who lived far away and couldn't come to the meetings. And so offering the kits at a discount was sort of my way to keep my my long distance team members stamping. And so since I already was doing the kits, it just made sense to like make a few extra for team members. So yeah, it's been so much fun, and I would love for you to be part of my Stampin' Up family if you're not a demonstrator yet. And if you have any questions, let me know. I see so many of you are also demonstrators and enjoying all of the favorite perks. So if you're already a demonstrator, leave a comment, and what is your favorite part of being a demonstrator? What do you love most about being a demonstrator? One of the many things that I love about being a demonstrator is early access to new products. And so this is the final new thing that is happening in October. We have brand new online exclusives that are coming in November, and demonstrators get to order in October. In fact, if you sign up as a demonstrator in October right now, you can order from the online exclusives in your starter kit. So you can have a little sneak peek of some of those new products, and you can add them to your starter kit, $125 for only $35. Now the other offer, I didn't print the sheet out. The other offer is that you can choose $189 in product for $99. Either way, you're getting 60 something more than, no, what would that be? 65. I don't know. I can't math right now. Either way, whichever offer you get, it's the same amount of product extra that you get, I think. I don't know. Anyway, this one just seems to be the most, like, the one that makes the most sense, because, I mean, $35 is like you can't even go to McDonald's and get dinner for, if you have two people. I don't think you can eat for less than $35 at a fast food restaurant any day anymore. So this one just, it's like a no-brainer. And so if you've ever thought about it, now, seriously, now is the time. Like in my 23 years of being a demonstrator, I think this is the most insane special ever. And I honestly, the other day I was like, what if everybody signs up? Like, what if there's nobody left to buy because everyone just signs up to get a discount on their own thing? Like, then what are we gonna do? That would be so fantastic, and I would love that for you to have access to a discount if you are purchasing a lot, or just a really great special, and to be part of such an amazing demonstrator community. I'm seeing your comments about what you love about being a demonstrator. The discount, yes. Early access to products, yes, yes, yes. Amy says pre-orders. I love having pre-orders and getting to have things first. I just love that. Like, I love to feel special. I love that early access. Kimberly agrees on the early access. Discounts, of course, and the friendships. I know. I have made so many many lifelong friends through Stampin' Up. So many people that I would never know if it wasn't for Stampin' Up. And I have a cute little story. This is, oh my gosh, probably a decade ago. And I had a college friend that was coming to visit. And Thomas, who's now 22, was, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 or something like that. And so I told him, I said, oh, okay, my friend's coming to visit. And he was like, oh, you guys are probably going to stamp all weekend, aren't you? And I was like, no, actually, she doesn't stamp at all. And he was like, what? Like, you have friends that don't stamp? It's true. I do have some friends that don't stamp, but I have so many friends who do. And I think that definitely is my most favorite part, is just the community of people who enjoy the same crazy hobby that we do. And I think it's just incredible. Okay. That was my stack of papers for October. We're back on the last chance list, and we're going to make a couple projects before we wrap up tonight. We've been on for almost an hour already. I did share a lot of cards already, though, so I don't feel bad. We started with cards. We're going to end with cards. Lots of ideas in the video tonight. I'm going to take a quick swig of water because it's hard to talk for an hour. Like, I don't know how teachers do it. Wave your hand if you're a teacher. Oh my gosh, like, props to you. I cannot imagine talking all day in front of a class and like lecturing and, you know, like teaching. Oh my gosh, my throat, I just can't. I can't imagine. That's perfect. Okay. Let's dig in. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said I was going to use the templates from the September 2025 downloadable class handouts. These are from Stampin' Up. This features the Etched Autumn stamp. Now, this is a giant background stamp that's in the mini catalog, and I actually don't have this stamp. I don't know. I'm not a big... like, actually, it might be an online exclusive now that I think about it. Here's a big background stamp. This one's actually cool. This is one of the buildable backgrounds. There's one in the annual catalog and this one too, which means that you can put it all together or you can use each of these pieces individually. Like, it's kind of cool, kind of unique. I love that. So I think actually that the Etched Leaves is an online exclusive. I'm really feeling like that's probably the case. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. World Card Making Day. World Card Making Day is Saturday. God, there's so much going on in October. Okay, this Saturday, October 4th, is World Card Making Day. And Stampin' Up! Is having a free event. You can tune in, but you definitely want to register because Stampin' Up! Is going to be sending a gift to everyone who registers. Spoiler alert, I think that it may be a coupon code. So, I mean, if you haven't already, go ahead and go over there to bit.ly 4P20, capital V, lowercase z, capital P. That's going to get you to the registration page for Stampin' Up. They're going to send you a link to the event, and they're also afterwards going to send you that free gift. And so even if you don't watch it, still sign up for the free gift. I'm just saying, it's free. But I think that it cuts off like on Friday or Saturday morning or something. So you definitely want to get registered like now. Do it today, do it tomorrow at the latest. Quick hands, who's already registered? They are going to do the Handmade Heartfelt Kit and kind of walk through that. You don't have to have the kit. You can still just watch it and see what it's all about. And if you do have it, then you can stamp along with them. I think it's just an hour, 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So definitely check that out. And because I'm crazy and I'm not busy enough, I decided to go ahead and add a Facebook Live for you, or sorry, a YouTube live stream for you on Saturday, World Card Making Day at 1 p.m. Central Time. And so this is going to be before Stampin' Up's event, and we're going to do some quick cards. It'll be like a stamp along. So you're going to want to have some 6x6 paper, some card bases. We're going to cut them together and walk through some quick projects. I'm also going to show you what the kit looks like, you know, the pieces and stuff for the Traditions of Christmas virtual retreat, because the paper I'm going to feature is the Traditions of Christmas. So I'm just going to share like even more ideas to entice you and inspire you. That's the word I should use, to inspire you. And then you can use whatever you want though. So if you have other paper at home that you want to craft along with, or after the virtual retreat, if you want to use your extra paper to go back and make quick cards and follow that video, you'll be able to. So that's happening on Saturday. Okay, anyway, this background stamp, that's what I was trying to reach for, is in the September online exclusives. And I have such a stack of stuff. Here it is. Okay. Right there, the Etched Autumn Cling stamp is a background stamp that has the detailed leaves. It looks gorgeous, and I love that Stampin' Up! Is doing these downloadable classes that feature different product each time. But I really love that they have layouts, and so even if you don't have the same product, you can create similar cards. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I will add the link to this PDF for you in the video description when I'm done tonight, and so you'll be able to download and print this and have it at home. I'm going to be using the layouts as inspiration to create my cards, but my cards are going to look totally different than these cards. So just a heads up, this download is not going to be exactly the same as what I'm making, but I will share any variations and measurements in the video description. You can see I already made a note here. So this piece is like, it starts as one, and then they do the embossing and the blending, and then they cut it apart here. And the measurements they gave are the cut apart pieces, which I think is kind of confusing. So we're going to walk through how to cut that piece. So if you are making it just like this, you'll be able to follow my instructions for the layout. So we are going to use the Wildflower Birthday. Oh, sorry, another swig of water. The Wildflower Birthday Designer Paper. This one came out in January. You might already have it because it's just so gorgeous. I don't know how you could not have it. But if you don't, it's on the last chance list, and I bet you it's on sale. Wildflower Birthday Paper is 20% off, which makes it $13.20 to get this package in the United States. It includes 12 by 12 sheets of designer paper. This one has these little tags and other like vignettes, but it also does have just some plain paper. It is a specialty paper, and so oh gosh, it's so pretty. It is just so pretty. I love the colors in here. Some pool party, some blueberry bushel, some pretty and pink, some peach pie. Yeah, just gorgeous, so fun. And then we have the little die cuts, and there's so many different pieces here that you can use. There's like cakes and flowers and cupcakes and banners and lots of different pieces. Now, if you participated in my product share, then you got a few of the ephemera, and you've got a little bit of the designer paper to create your cards with. I was going to share these, and I'll do them now. These fun fold cards that I did in another video. And so I will link up the video description if you would like to learn how to make these cards. I'm not sharing these tonight, but if you would like to learn how to make them, I'll put the tutorial links in the video description. This is a vertical card, so it opens up this way, and then it's a horizontal card that opens vertically. Original design inspired by Robin Armbrecht. I made my own version here with the Wildflower Birthday. And then in the same video, I also shared this card, which has a really fun kind of stair-step pop-up. Love, love, love that. And these colors, I love these colors so much. This was another video. Actually, maybe it was the same one. I honestly don't remember. This might have been all three in the same video. I know there were 3 fun folds. I think this actually was the third one. So this one opens up like this. So it is like a gatefold pop-up. I don't remember what exactly it's called. It was inspired by a card I got from the Great Big Card Swap, but It is so much fun. I love this one. So if you would like to learn how to make these fun folds, then check out that video. I'll link it up in the video description. Our cards tonight are going to be more on the simple side with inspired by these layouts. We're going to start with this one here, and we're gonna cut apart the paper. Now they did some embossing and the emboss resist, and ours is going to be a little more simple since we're not going to do that effect. We're just going to cut the designer paper piece, and I am feeling like this one with the flowers is a good option for us. So let me get out my paper trimmer. And I'm going to cut this piece. So this is going to be the piece that we're cutting apart for the panels. This is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so if you are making the card here and doing the emboss resist, you will start with a 3.5 by 5 piece of designer paper, or it's actually white cardstock, thick basic white cardstock. And then you are going to cut it at 2 inches. So this is going to be, the 2 inches is for the top 2 pieces right here. And then we're going to take that top piece and we're going to cut again at 2 inches. Okay, so we've got 2 by 2 and 1.5 by 2, and those are for the top 2 pieces of the card layout. And then our last piece, and I'm just making sure it lines up still. Our last piece we're going to put with the longer side of the top, and we're going to cut at 1 inch. Okay, so we've got 1 inch, and then this piece is 2.5 by 3 inches. So there are our panel pieces. So easy. I love that. Okay, now the hard part. What color do we want to make our card base? So we could go with pretty in pink, which I think would be lovely. We could do some peach pie. We could do that blue is blueberry bushel. I've also used Night of Navy, which is really lovely too. Let me see if I have blueberry bushel, or we can cut one. Okay, I'm gonna cut one. You guys give me a vote. Okay, peach, pink, or blue. I'm simplifying our colors. Peach, pink, or blue. And I'm really quickly going to grab the, I'm going to grab the stamp set that I need. Okay, while I was grabbing the stamp set, Birthday Celebration, which is part of the last chance list, I found this one, Bright Borders. This is also on the last chance list, and this is a favorite. It coordinates with the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set, or punch, which is still available. But if you like to have the borders and the things that fit the punch, and you don't have this one yet, grab that Bright Borders stamp set, and I'm sure it's on a discount. Bright Borders. Was this on the list before? Oh. I guess this has been on the last chance list already. Has it? Yes. Now it's 30% off. So if you don't have it, Bright Borders, it is now at a bigger discount. So a lot of those things that were on the list before now have bigger discounts, which I think is just awesome. Okay, let's see what you say. Peach, peach, blue, 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 navy, blue, 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 blue is winning overwhelmingly. I do think the blue makes it pop. And so I like that. So we've got the blues. We're going to put them on here. And that's really pretty. Okay, so this card then has a focal point, a focal image. They've used a circle here. I think they've used 2 3/8 inch. Oh, that's not 1 7/8 inch. There's no way that word fits in the 1 7/8 inch punch. Whatever, I'm not going to argue. You can use whatever you have at home. I want to see what ephemera we have. Because I think it would be fun to add. That covers the whole card. I think it would be fun to add. Oh, I kind of love that one. So many fun things. We also have some flowers. But I'm loving that cake, I think. So, let's get a circle. I'm going to use a bigger one. 2 3/8 is probably the circle I use the most. And it just kind of spotlights our, image. You almost can't see it. I wonder if I need to die cut a bigger circle. Stylish shapes have some even bigger circles, or maybe I just need to choose a different die cut element. What else do we have? That's kind of cute. Okay, quick vote. Oh, I'm getting things all over the place. Do you like 1 cupcake, 2 cupcakes, or the giant slice of cake? And we could also do the giant slice of cake without, if we wanted to, the without the circle. Just lost my words. Blue circle. I did think about the blue circle. I want something different though that is going to pop. Oh, what is this? What is this? Maybe we just want a flower. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling. Okay. I feel so clumsy. I feel so clumsy sometimes with these ephemera. I like that. Okay, now we got another option. Oh, cheers. Big cake, blue circle, blue circle. You guys really want to see the blue circle. Gold circle, love that idea. I have some gold paper out from what I was playing with earlier. Let's see, gold circle. The problem is the circle just gets swallowed up so much by the card, the tape. Here's a blue circle. I think it blends in too much to the background. Flowers look nice too. These are kind of all bigger. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking like, okay, I could do words from here on the circle. Congrats. Kind of love that. And you know, I have enough designer paper that I could probably make several cards and do multiples. I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying I can, and you can too. Grabbing a little peach because I want to cut a little I need to do major cleaning in my room. Okay. Wildflower Birthday is more than birthday because look, we've got these beautiful flowers that could be for any occasion. So this congrats card Like, what occasion would you give that card for? Isn't that cute? I like it. What do you think? No, I don't like that. I think just two. I think you could use congrats with the cake as well. So many great options. Okay. Baby shower. Good thought. Wedding. Love that. You guys like the blue circle, huh? The white circle looks washed out. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a peach circle. And then what do you think about like a white? What is this? I love it when I have things that are done. I have this this little bag of banners from the Stylish Shapes. That one had a dot on it. So that's kind of fun. Okay, what do you think about the peach circle? One last option. I love that you guys have so many ideas. It makes me happy to see your little wheels spinning. We put the white circle with the flowers on the colored circle. It wouldn't be so washed out. Connie is saying to brush the edges of the circle. The cake slice looks great off-centered, like it is on your table. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, not fully on the... That definitely needs something, doesn't it? Okay, I think we're... Okay, one last idea. Then we gotta glue it down. We gotta make this happen. Where's my pool party? Okay, let's get a new one out. Pool party, pool party. Ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop. Ba-doop, boop, boop, boop. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. so many choices. The blue just looks like you cut it out and it's the background. I think I like the blue as the circle because it pops. So it is a matter of changing the card base to one of the lighter colors. Oh my gosh, I've made such a mess here. You know, we're having fun when the table's covered before you're done. Okay. Becky says I can make 4 cards with all the different options. I know. Cheryl says the peach pie is the fave. Janice says the peach pie with the blue circle and the flowers works. Nancy's like, just glue it down. I know. This is how, when I craft, like I try all the things and I put them aside and I just can't decide. White card base, another good option. I did think about that. And that will make the designer paper pop. Now for card bases, when I'm using white, I definitely like to go with the thick white because I feel like it just stands up better. But I feel like now that I put it on there, that white just washes out. I think I agree with several of you about the peach. So let's glue down the peach, which just means we got to bring in the peach flower, set that out with the blue flower, and glue that all down. So let's do that. Move those over. We have to make sure that we're doing these in the right order. So that our pattern lines back up. It's like a little puzzle that we're going to put together. So we're going to start with that top corner, and then we're going to do, now I want to make sure that I'm spacing kind of evenly. And so I got the idea of where things are going to need to go when I put it down originally, but I just need to make some adjustments as I'm putting it down. So I've got glue in the back, but I'm not pushing really hard so that I can kind of peel it back up, move it around where I need to. And that needs to come over a bit. Is this uneven? Is that the problem? Could be. Okay. Sometimes the simple layouts are the hardest ones to nail, right? Because you've got to get it just right. Okay, on here we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. We're going to add one under the flowers. We're going to do regular adhesive under the leaves. By putting the Stampin' Dimensionals in the center, we have room for things to be tucked underneath. Then we got congrats is going to go there, and it's also going to have some dimensionals. Now we could put the circle on dimensionals, but since the banner hangs over the edge of the circle, I'm just going to do regular adhesive for the circle onto the card, scooch it over just a little so we've got room for the banner to tuck in right there. One of my favorite embellishments is on the last chance list. Actually two of them. Oh man, I just remembered the butterflies, not the butterflies, the dragonflies and birds. Those are on, it helps when you take the backings off, Julie. The dragonflies and birds are on the last chance list, and also the low profile dots, which have some gold to it. Now let me see. Okay. There's the butterflies, which I do love. Here are, of course, I ordered a new package recently that I haven't even opened. There's the birds and dragonflies. And then the other ones, the low profile dots. I like the low profile dots because they're not too bulky for mailing. They're really low. And so this comes with, I think it's petal pink and gold. And so I sort of love just the simplicity of adding the gold dots here. And there's a gold dot in the center of the flower. So we could do like 2 more, and that kind of acts as the third one, like that. Or we could do some butterflies, which I kind of also love. Now the birds and dragonflies are a little bit off on the proportion. I mean, honestly, the butterflies are off on proportion too, compared to the flowers. But I think, I don't know. There's not a lot of room there, is there? I like that right there. Boop. Just stick it down, be done. Good night, Katie. I see someone of you saying good night because you got to head to bed. I'm sorry we're running so late tonight. I was telling the girls, they were like, how long do you think your video is going to be? And I was like, I don't know. I have the energy for 30 minutes, but here we are. An hour and a half later. Okay, there was card number 1. Maybe that's too many butterflies. Just stop messing with it, Julie. Just be done. Well, whatever. There's one card, Wildflower Birthday, and we covered up a lot of the layout, and you can't even see the cut part anymore. But this was the layout that we used here from the first Etched Autumn downloadable class card. And so you can customize your card however you want, using whatever you want, whether it's the Etched Autumn background stamp or the Wildflower Birthday Designer Paper. We're going to make another card now that is inspired by this layout for the Thankful for You card. And we're going to kind of do ours a little bit different than they have done, because they just kind of cut diagonally and put it on the card, but we're going to make a pocket. We're going to make a pocket card, which I think is going to be super fun. I want to use some of the designer paper for the front pocket, and then we're going to have a card that comes out of the middle, and I think I'm going to use, well, 2 things. We could either use this big one, this bouquet, which is kind of a good size for like a scrapbook page. It is going to take up, that's going to be too big. We're going to stick with the this one. We're going to do this one. We are going to do this one, and let's start cutting. So we're going to get this diagonal going, and I'm taking the card front and I'm going to cut diagonally from the top of the fold to the outside bottom edge, and I'm just lining up in the paper cutter and then cutting. Okay, so now I've got a diagonal card front here. We'll save that for another project. While I'm here, I'm going to cut this piece of designer paper to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I am also going to cut diagonally from the top to the bottom. And then this piece is going to go onto the front of the diagonal. Okay, so we're going to stick all that down, and we are just going to make a pocket, and then there's going to be a second card that will go inside of the go inside of the pocket that you can then pull out, and it will have a bit that opens. So this will be on the front of that card, and that is going to be, I think, let's do some pretty in pink. What do you say? Hey. And so I'm just going to cut this. This is a regular card base, so 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm going to cut it at 3 inches. This is totally arbitrary. So it is now 3 inches by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, to make ourselves a little mini card that's going to slide here in the pocket. I want to, while I've got my paper cutter out, put a little color on to the pink card. And so we can do the stripes, or we can do the leaves. Do you have a preference? We could also do we have enough of that? The pink gingham. No, I like one of the others. So we got stripes, which coordinates. For the vision. Or we have leaves. Give me a quick vote. I promise I will go. I promise I'll do whichever one you want. I'm going to cut both of them right now because there is a little lag on YouTube. So it's going to be for the front of this card. It's 3 inches across. So I'm going to do 2 3/4 by 4. I've got both of my pieces cut and ready, whichever one you decide. We're going to keep rolling along here. Stripes, stripes, stripes. I'm seeing you. I feel you. I like it. I'm leaning that way too. Leaves, please. Sophie likes the leaves. Vertical stripes. Oops, I already did stripes the other way. The horizontal stripes. I don't know why that pleases my eye more. Oof, nope, don't do that, Julie. What we need though is like green for maybe, where's that gold circle? Where did that go? Gold circle, where are you? Come back to my table, gold circle. Oh, I like that gold circle. The stripes in the gold circle. Cheryl also says the leaves. I know. I think you could go either way. I think the leaves are so pretty. But stripes wins the vote, so that's what we're going with. Sorry, you guys. Let's get this glued down. Now, I realize this has a whole element thing that I am just kind of chucking. I literally just chuck it. I don't know. Can I still count it as being inspired by that layout because I use the diagonal, even though my card is totally different? All right, with our diagonal, I am going right here to the diagonal edge. So there's going to be a little bit of a border. I'm trying to evenly space the border on the side and the bottom. Okay. All right, we're going to use some tear and tape. And we're going to add to the bottom edge to create a pocket. I love this terrible tape. Get it? Because it's tearable. I cracked myself up. Okay. You know what? I want to cut a piece for the inside. Let's do that really quick on the pink. I know I tend to like not layer as much as maybe I should. It's all a personal choice with how many layers, like, you know, layering the designer paper onto white onto that. Like you can layer everything out and do as much as you can. I tend to do things a little more simpler because I feel like sometimes when it goes through the mail, like when there's so many layers, then it gets to be non-machinable. The white on the inside. And This would be cute to add like a little designer paper here, or to add like a little balloon, or where's one of the little cupcakes? A little cupcake inside. Isn't there another cupcake that had pink? I like that. I'm going to stamp Make-A-Wish for the front. Nope, Make-A-Wish on the inside, hooray for the front. This is that birthday celebration stamp set. So for the inside, Make-A-Wish. Cuteness. We are going to do double dimensionals here. That's right. We are going to put dimensionals on the cake. Then we are going to put dimensionals on the circle. And you could also add some some twine or some ribbon or some, you could have some fun. What? You could put it like that? What? It comes out, but it also, you can see it. I kind of love that. You can have it tuck in, but I kind of like just tucking the back in and having it be like that. We need some words in the front because I feel like it's naked without it. And I know some of you disagree that you can have a card without words in the front, but I don't know. I just feel like it always needs a little something on the front. Now I'm just getting carried away. Okay, words in the front. Will hooray fit on our banner? Will it fit? No, it will not. So, take our scrap. Here's something I normally don't do because I'm not a big fan of it. But let's try it. Let's fussy cut around our words. Let's see what you think about this. Do you guys like fussy cut words? Words that are cut closely around? I usually opt for simpler shapes like rectangles and circles. But sometimes that other shape can cover up the image too much. Whoops, I wanted to come out a little farther. And so fussy cutting lets you add it to the image without overpowering the image. I kind of like it. Tell me what you think. Ooh, Cheryl's got a trick. Tell me your trick, Cheryl. I'm going to do regular adhesive because I already got my 2 layers. I feel like what you said is contradictory, Sherry. You like to do it often, but you don't. Okay, so Cheryl says, take the stamp you stamped with and lay it over the image and trace it. So if you stamp again, just for demo's sake, let's grab some scrap paper. Okay. So stamp again. Take the stamp you stamped with and lay it over the image. And trace it. Lay it over the edge and trace it. Like, how do I... Oh, like the stamp? Like off the block? Is that what you mean? And then, do we have a pencil? Pencil. Who's got a pencil? I have everything but a pencil. The first one I grabbed didn't have any lid, so grabbed another one. I'll clean it first. That would make sense. I don't have my cleaner with me and I'm not licking the stamp. So for demonstration purposes, I have a dirty stamp on there, but I see what you're saying. So trace around and you have that perfect border. That's smart. Let's see here. So you'll just have to pretend that my my double stamped image is a clean image. That's kind of a fun trick. I like that. Next time I try it, I'll clean my stamp first. I know we have some stamps that have coordinating dies that die cut the words and pretty closely. I kind of like the extra weight border though on this. What a fun trick, Cheryl. Thank you. Just inside the line, and then you don't have to worry about your erasing your pencil mark. Of course, I'm getting blue ink all over myself because I've got my smeared image. I like that trick. Thank you, Cheryl, for telling us about that. Just ignore my messy, messy hands now. All right, boom, 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 ba-boom, ba-boom. Embellishments. How about some gold dots for our hooray party card? Five. Make a wish. So fun, so fun. I do think this one just needs another layer. Like I wanna pop the paper off and I wanna put the paper on a blue layer on top of the lighter card, I think. Opposite side with the light color. Oh, I like that. Trisha, for that tip, Trisha's saying she also does that by stamping the opposite side in a lighter color, and then you don't have to go find your pencils. So the opposite side would mean like clean your stamp first and then stamp. That doesn't work though because it is not symmetrical. What am I missing? Hide and seek is part of the process. All right, well that is 2 cards with the Wildflower Birthday Paper. Here is looks totally different. I was inspired. I got a circle and a diagonal, so it's kind of the same. I'll have the measurements for you in the video description, along with the link to download the handout if you would like that, and the other card that we made tonight with the Wildflower Birthday. So much fun. Now these are on the last chance list, so make sure you get a package of your paper. I'll link up to the tutorials for these cards as well if you really want to have some fun and do some fun folds with this awesome paper. I know it's already late. I think we're going on almost 2 hours now. But I have some more cards to share with you. A quick mail call. We'll make it really quick, but I wanted to show you, or should I just save it for next week at this point? We'll just do them. Because I mean, if you're still with us at this point, you're in it. You're here, right? So let's go ahead and do mail calls. So I've got some amazing cards to share. Some of them are extra cards from the Great Big Card Swap. These are extra cards, and these are other cards that I've received. So this one is from Andrea Wellman, using some bits from a paper pumpkin kit with Wild Wheat cardstock. I had some extra and sent it to her, and she sent me a little thank you card. So thank you, Andrea. I love, love, love. This is a Christmas tag die set from last year, and that's what I love about some of these Christmas tag sets is that the dies can be used for any occasion. They fit so many greetings. It's awesome. This next card comes from Michelle Mullen, and she was sending me a little note with her new address. So hopefully you're getting settled back in, or not back in, but hopefully you're getting settled in your new home. Michelle, thank you for your Great Big Card Swap card. I can't wait to share that one. And then I got a couple cards from Sandy Coy Emery, who always blesses me with her amazing cards every month. So we got this one, Thinking of You. Oh, I feel a sneeze. Excuse me. Whew. And this one also from Sandy. I love how she's got little stripes of designer paper in this layout. This layout is kind of similar to the one we were doing with the color blocking, but this one was smaller strips of the designer paper. Love the fall colors. So fun. And the fall matches the designer paper, so it all kind of coordinates together. Here's another one from Sandy. Another great layout and some fun colors here with almost that like Bermuda bay color, sending my love, and that rounded storybook label punch. And this is a card from Stampin' Up. I thought it was so much fun. It was inside my order from the Riverton Order Fulfillment Team. This is a paper pumpkin kit that went with the floral charm. So it was like charming day, charming something, paper pumpkin kit. So they made up some cards and stuck them in orders. So I thought that was really cool. Really kind of fun. All right, I've been talking about it on the channel, and so if you are following, you probably know my husband and I, Jim and I are celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary this coming Tuesday, October 7th. And so I've gotten some beautiful anniversary cards from you guys to share. Thank you so much for helping celebrate our special day. The first one comes from Mom. Susan LaCroix created this card and gave it to us while we were on our cruise. This is some gorgeous foil paper. And it is using the embossing folder from the Peaceful Garden suite with the labels that are part of that suite as well. I love the colors Misty Moonlight and that beautiful foil. So thank you so much, Mom, for the gorgeous card, and of course the gift. You guys are so sweet. We got this card from Tony Shaw, who used some similar foil paper here with the silver, because of course, right, 25 is silver. I wonder what I'll be getting. No, sure, but I don't usually exchange big gifts, so it'll be a quieter celebration, but we had some much fun celebrating early on the cruise. Thank you so much, Tony, for this beautiful card reminding me of our anniversary, or not our anniversary, our honeymoon in Maui, and so much fun to remember. It seems like just yesterday, but somehow 25 years. I can't believe that. And this one from Linda Smith. I love the colors here. She did a lot of silver for that 25th anniversary. Silver with the flowers embossed and the silver foil die cuts. This is that Fitting Florets suite with the dies, the oval dies and the hearts, and it's so beautiful. Thank you so much, Linda, for your gorgeous card. Of course, our Great Big Card Swap theme in October is fall in love. And so there's some great anniversary cards and some autumn cards. So I'll be sharing those in another week and a half on October 14th and the 28th. So if you want to send in a card, it's not too late. This one comes from Debbie Lindauer, and she used a Valentine heart die. So beautiful with the little petite petals stamped and die cut. I love this gray granite. No. I think it's Sahara sand. I miss Sahara sand. That was such a great color. I love how you put everything together and the fun little rhinestones in the middle. Thank you for sending an extra card to celebrate our day, Debbie. Yes, Linda was the card before that. All right, next card from Marie Ferrito. Oh my goodness. Marie, first of all, thank you so much for the gift. You really shouldn't have. That was so sweet of you. But this card is a gift in itself. It is so beautiful with all its layers. There is a window sheet here that has embossed words in the background, a script background, and then all of these little bits have the silver embossing on the edges, popped up these florals, and then the rhinestones in the middle, happy anniversary embossed in silver, die cut. We've got the everyday arches layered here, cloud cover and the foil, and then you open it up and there's another card inside that peeked through when the card was closed, and have the layers there. Marie, such a gorgeous card. Thank you so very much for thinking of us, and thank you again for the gift. You are just too sweet. I cannot wait to celebrate our anniversary on Tuesday. Of course, it is in the middle of all the other busy things that we do as parents. We've got marching band on Monday, marching band on Wednesday. It's just go. But we'll make time for dinner and have a quiet little celebration. The rest of the cards I'm sharing with you are duplicate cards I received for the Great Big Card Swap. So some of you send in double cards, and I'm so happy that I get to keep them. So thank you so very much. Our theme in September was kids. So kids, babies, and you guys came up with all kinds of fun cards for kids of all ages. Thank you so very much. I won't go too much on these because I did already share them in their respective swap videos. But I want to give a shout out and a thank you for the extra cards. So this one from Myrna Hernandez with the Circus Celebrations. Now, this is on the last chance list, but I think it actually sold out already. So there are 2 items on the last chance list that don't have prices, and that's because they're no longer available. But they did sell out, and they're all gone, so they put them on the list. This extra card was from Rhonda Chase, a fun little label card with the accordion. I love all those little scenes with the safari animals. This one from Joe Williams, didn't even need to look at the bag. I always love her turtle cards and her beach inspired card. This one on a wobbler, so cute. Wishing, hoping your birthday fishes come true. Our next card from Debbie Lindauer used the retired dinosaur paper. I don't remember the name of this one. We had a few dinosaur cards, Dino Roar maybe, or something like that. So cute here. Melon Mambo for the card base. This one from Melissa Perry was a this or that. So the other one was a blue card with little boy images. And we got another wobbler here with our teddy bear. So cute. Country Lace Designer Paper. This one's on the last chance list. So if you love that paper, make sure to grab a pack. Our next card is from Mary Fudge using the Just Kiddin' designer paper, which has some adorable children that you can cut out to create different scenes. This one is from Nancy Bridges, and I think she also had this or that with 2 different designs, and this one with the baby card. I just love that little clothesline. I thought that was so adorable. Thank you, Nancy, for that. I'm thinking of you, and I hope that your surgery went well. Our last card is from Linda Vanderspool with a cute little mice, say cheese. I just love that simple Z-fold card and the fun colors with that adorable mouse. Thank you so much for all of the beautiful cards for our anniversary, the extra swap cards, the thank you. I feel so very blessed to get Happy Meal, and I encourage you, if you are still watching, and there's 81 of you watching right now, to send lots of cards this week. We got World Card Making Day coming up on Saturday. That's the day to make all the cards, and then next week is the officially unofficial, I don't know which it is, World Card Sending Week. So make the cards on Saturday. I send them out next week and share Happy Meal and smiles to all your family and friends. Okay, maybe not all of them at once, but I hope that you will join me this fall season into Christmas and just sending more cards and sharing a little love with your friends and family who live afar. And you know what? How about surprise your friend who is in town and send them a little card in the mail, because I think that would be lots of fun too. Oh, Epcot. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, super secret one. Cheryl, thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed all of the project ideas that I shared today. We kind of went crazy with lots of card ideas at the beginning. If you missed the first part of the video, I shared a bunch of cards using some things from the last chance list. We also had our cards for the mail call, and then we made cards with the Wildflower Birthday and shared some other ideas. Oh my gosh, so much going on. So if you enjoyed tonight's video, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. We have World Card Making Day on Saturday. If you want to stamp along with me or just watch some quick card ideas using designer paper, grab your 6x6 paper, just a couple sheets, grab a couple card bases, and we're going to do simple cards, but you can dress it up by adding images and sentiments and stuff like that later. So join me for that video. It won't be too long on Saturday, 1:00 p.m. Central Time. Then on Sunday, Mom and I are doing the Trimming the Tree bundle from the online exclusives. That's the one that's got a cute shaker frame. So tune in for Sunday stamping at noon Central Time. Then next week, super, super busy, but I will be live again on Thursday night. And so I look forward to seeing you here and there and everywhere in the next week. Have a fabulous World Card Making Day and the next few days ahead, and we'll meet again soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.